everyone, this is me, Joshua 78610, and welcome back to a Q&A again. Even though it's been so long since the last time of Q&A, I actually deleted it because of the copyright problem. Yeah, I didn't even know that was a thing now. I didn't even realize it first. And also, yesterday I was watching the Nintendo Direct, and man, that was so hype. I can't wait for all the games to come. The new Mario Striker, the Kirby game, the Demon Slayer coming soon. Although I know that there's the Kingdom Heart one, but I'm actually surprised. Right, but the only problem is I already have like a Kingdom Heart 3 on PlayStation, even though my PlayStation doesn't work anymore. I mean, yeah. And also, I heard there's a new Lego that's gonna be a fighting game, which is actually interesting. I just hope they can actually add the Lego. What's the word I'm looking for? The Lego Movie and other Lego product because they did actually add the Lego Ninjago as a playable character. Also, I add this just in case if somebody wants to join me and have a chat with me. But the one that I don't know who you guys are I had to wait. Okay, I better go to the bathroom for a moment. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Oh, and I see I got someone in here. Hello, Omar R. Oh, and I got some question as well. Do you want to know what time we need more today? Oh, and hello, 20th Century Omar. Man, nice icon anyway. So anyway, wait. Let me read what Coco say. Do you want to know? Well, I don't know what they actually want in their future. I see his mic is actually off. Wait, do I have to? Oh, okay. So anyway, if you want to ask me anything, Homer art, you can free to do so. So anyway, let me check what I have here. Oh, there's a new Nash remix. Oh, let me see. I want to know what new update they have now. Okay. Afterhand? Oh, is Masterhand a playable character? What? Sonic? Say what? Holy moly! Even after the game. That's crazy, right? They even have the theme song from the adventure, Sonic Adventure. Wait, I don't know if it doesn't make any sense at all. Oh no, it's the polygon melee. Huh? Classic Sonic. Something that my brother never did before. And Sonic at the same time. That's crazy, right? How did the original Sonic the Hedgehog, join in Smash Remix. Of all outside with Conquer and the others. New stage. Is that Mario and Sonic Adventure? Wait, is that the Mario Party stage? Yeah, I thought we never even did that. Oh, Sonic stage. Like, tell them adding that in there. It's exactly the same thing, but updated. Oh, this is the Billy version. Okay, new features. What kind of new feature they gonna have? Oh my god. That wasn't even nothing Billy. That was the old one. Yeah. What? Wait, there's two new characters. I think. Oh, that's something that never happened before. Of course. Oh, that was great. That's all. That sucks. I mean, back here they reveal about Mark and alongside with the other trailer, they actually revealed the two characters at the same time. Okay. Anyway, I'll be right back. You take over, Homer Art. Okay. Um, 1 second. Okay, I'm here. Oh, and I see we got another guest here, Mr. Plushy Man. How are you? And I see you sent me comment as well. How do you react to Nintendo Switch sport game? Oh, that's actually a good question, Mr. Plushy Man. Man, well, you see, I actually, well, to tell you the truth, I know a lot of people don't agree, but I actually like those new Avatar. Although the meat are actually returning, but those Avatar actually does look pretty neat. I mean, they kind of look resemble to Ninjala a little bit, and then something. I think this one has actually been added this whole time. And so that game is very interesting, although it's not the same with math in it. But anyway, that game will be very interesting to watch anyway. So, oh, is there any new video plush for you going to make? Well, I am going to start making a new plush video where I'm gonna put, like, for example, based from the series My Hero Academia sort of way. Wait, there's Suyu and Deku, and also Toro, the invisible girl. Because she's actually invisible. And this is gonna be like a Hero Academia with a substitute teacher, which there's gonna be a bunch of random substitute teacher in My Hero Academia show. So it's gonna be coming soon, Mr. Plushime. Yeah. And by the way, um, very nice icon as well. So I see there's no another share screen since not much to do anyway. Just surprised that Homer or still has microphone off. So Mr. Fleshy Man. Oh, right. Jacob the Dragon. Oh, there's a season finale of Papa Fear Gaming. Well, what is that? Nick Nigel, aka Pie Man, aka his new nickname. A little confused about that one. Oh yeah, they're talking about the luck game. Oh, and there's something saying about Ryan's video.
So, yes, this morning and just now I was watching Jurassic World Dominion. My personal thoughts, I am very excited. I am glad that the old school cast, Dr. Alan Grant, Dr. Ali Sadler, and of course, the Dr. Dr. Who, Dr. Ian Malcolm. They're back.
Anybody home? Yeah, I'm actually here, Cole.
It's pretty interesting.
Hey,
just
watching one of Ryan's video.
How come Blue has an offspring of her own? Why does she have an offspring? Who's the mate of her offspring?
Oh yeah, I think I forgot to.
Also, another thing too is I wonder how it'll play out. It's going to be very interesting. Am I excited for the movie? Yes, but I think that it's not going to be the best. I mean, surely it's going to be better than Fallen Kingdom. That, but it's not better than, of course, the first one, like Jurassic Park itself. But it's still going to be a really good movie. Let's hope. I also like how Dr. Grant and Owen said, "Don't move," and it was the Giganotosaurus. So it's confirmed that Giganotosaurus is going to be in Dominion as well, not just in the Cretaceous period of the beginning, but it's going to be probably.
Is there any future video for a reason? Well, technically, yeah, but sometimes I get a little lazy when I'm not actually making. Sometimes a little lazy because I don't want to. It's just that I have a job. Everybody has a job, you know. And every time when you work something, sometimes you get lazy, a little lazy, and something you need to rest, and you get tired as well. Okay, cool. Geez, no offense, but I am seem to letting himself go a bit. Well, you're not wrong, Cole. You're definitely right anyway. He's starting to look like Alfred Hitchcock, a long lost. Are you excited for the QnA returning? Oh yes, definitely, Cole. I'm gonna as soon as that game was gonna be released, I'm gonna have the first time playing that game because I never have a chance to play the Wii version back then, or nor the PlayStation one. But this is gonna be when I get those game, QnA game. It's gonna be my first time playing QnA as well. Although I didn't actually make it to Noah's video because I was too late, but it's not my fault because I was too busy, and I'd rather watching the video by the direct by myself anyway. And I'm also excited for. Okay. I'm also excited for the Mario Striker as well.
End of the movie, I could probably.
The only thing I'm not too happy is too many RPG in this game
fighting each other.
I mean, I'd rather see like Breath of the Wild or maybe a DLC for Nickelodeon Brawl Staller or a new game for Nintendo 64 Online.
Why do things suddenly get bigger? That was pretty funny. Yeah, just can't wait for the movie to come out. It's gonna be awesome.
Well, I know you are a big fan of Jurassic Park, Ryan, but for me, I'm not that. I prefer the original one. It actually has much better thing than the newer version. It's not that work make you late. It's just that it just make you tired. An unemboldened movement to keep working on another thing sometime. I'm looking forward to see how they conclude it. Yeah, me too, Cole. Yeah, I have to agree. I mean, yeah, I was very tired working a lot. That's why I never have a chance to make or finishing the. Wait, let me pull up the backpack a little bit. Or finishing the Lego Mario yet. I only actually built just. And also, I hope you can have your special Valentine. Personally, I'm still single. I wish I have a girlfriend. So anyway, I want to see what this one is.
Grammarly helps make your writing clear and concise, no matter where you are. With Grammarly on your computer and phone, you
There, good as new. Poor guy just needed an oil change.
Great to have you back, Shulk. Your engineering skills are really useful.
Yeah, well, this one has me stumped. I've tried
Hey,
everything, but its
Is that
design
thing
is
Aneta in
very
the background?
sophisticated and unlike anything I've
Oh,
ever
that's
seen. I did find the
artwork for the new
manufacturer's
Kirby
address,
game?
though.
Let's go visit him then.
Oh no, my poor son! Get him inside, quick! Son? Luckily, the damage doesn't seem to be that severe. He just needs a new head. A new head? Yeah,
What?
or one-ups, as I call them. They provide an extra life when he collects one. Luckily, I got plenty of spares. There. Welcome back, my boy.
Oh, wait.
Wow, thanks,
The
mister.
one-up is actually make him have head?
Nice.
Thank you for watching.
Oh, Kirby.
And
What's
don't forget
wrong with you?
to stay turkey.
That's not how it works. It only works on robots. Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, it only works on robot, dude. It doesn't work. Doesn't work at. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Actually, Game Explain actually explain about this.
Hey everyone, Andre here with a quick triple news update for you. And first up is the fact that Kit and Krista are back. That's right, the two Nintendo Minute hosts who recently left Nintendo have announced that they're starting a brand new podcast together called the Kit and Krista Podcast. And one of the hooks is pretty interesting, as they stated
Well,
that
that's
every
not
single week they'll have a
Katamari.
new behind-the-scenes story of working at Nintendo that they weren't able to share with us before. And given the fact that they were both at Nintendo for well over a decade, well, they probably have quite a few interesting stories to tell. So you can expect to find new episodes every Friday on their YouTube channel,
And they got a
or a
rock
couple of days
robot
earlier
in it.
on their Patreon. And you'll find links to both of those in the description below.
And they're
So if
all-
you're a fan of
yeah,
Nintendo
I
Minute,
think
go
so.
show them some love and check it out. And as one who worked with them a bunch over the years, I wish them the best of luck on the podcast, and I'll be listening too. Next up, Paramount Pictures just released a brand new ad for the Sonic the Hedgehog 2 movie. It's not a full trailer, being only 30 seconds long, and largely using footage from before, but it does include an extended look at the snowboarding sequence, aka that level from Sonic 3. Finally, we have a super quick update for you on Mario Strikers Battle. Okay, this was the super update. Only super team colors to be based on previous games, likely confirming in the game from the start. Perhaps as an unlockable, if not a free update soon after. Woo! Thank God, because a Mario Strikers game without Daisy isn't even Mario Strikers at that point. And there you have it, everyone. Our quick triple news update for the day,
They don't have
or
the
at least for the
rocket
early
miles
afternoon.
anymore.
So what do you make of all this? Are you excited for the Sonic 2 movie? Or you can check out the Kid and Krista podcast? And are you happy that Daisy seems to be back in Mario Strikers Battle? Let us know what
Super
posted in the
Mario
comments
Brothers
below.
movie.
And
to
also,
see
before
how
you
it looks
leave,
like.
make sure to check out my full analysis of Mario Strikers Battle. I stayed up until 6 a.m. working on that stupid thing. And I guarantee you it has at least some things that you probably missed.
Sorry,
Anyways,
that was
on
a
that
lie.
note, thanks for watching. And of course, stay tuned for even more from Nintendo Direct and everything else Nintendo here as well. We'll catch you later. Bye, everyone.
Can I decide on just one?
I'm just hoping. I just hope that they don't decide to do any English dubbing for Klonoa remake, because I like that the main language in this game. Well, okay, interesting. Of course, oh my gosh. Oh yeah, this is. Oh, they're showing a picture of Klonoa. Ooh, now I see the difference. Although I do read. What's funny is that the 2000 that he's not actually blurry like the one in the 2022 version. I know that this original made him older with jacket and everything. thing, and having this character with no glove or hand or a thing in the bottom. Some they say it's a halo, but I don't know. But I do see the difference between 1997, 2008, and 2022. Wait, that's actually made by Universal Studio. I can actually have copyright in it. Of course. Actually, let's see one of this video. Actually, there was a Team Neutron game on the GameCube version as well. Okay, I'll be going to take a leave.
maybe I'm being a little bit too optimistic.
Okay,
I don't actually expect this thing to be any good at all, but hey, I'm a
Okay.
longtime fan of the Jimmy Neutron series, so I thought it'd be really fun to review through all the Jimmy Neutron games, and
I
this
didn't
start
know that
somewhere.
actually work on.
This is the only one I have zero confidence in being any good whatsoever, but
Oh, I have a
hey,
private
let's give it a
chat.
shot. Why not? There's 3 versions
Can
of
you
this
make-
game. There's the console version available
Yeah.
on PS2 and GameCube, the PC
Oh,
version,
actually,
which
funny
is
that
totally
you
different
asked.
for the console version, and then
Goyman
finally the
is
Game
going
Boy
to be
Advance version,
in this
which I'll
video
talk
as
more
well.
about in another
It's
video
gonna
covering
be
all the Neutron
a substitute
games.
show,
Today we're going to be
so
looking at the PS2
it was already
and
planned
PC
anyway
versions of the
with the
game.
Clutch
Let's
Man.
start with PS2 because
Yeah, me too. I
Big Sky
want,
Interactive made this thing.
I
Apparently,
want
got
that
the
WarioWare
Red
character and Little Mac.
The only thing I could find is SpongeBob Revenge of the Flying Dutchman. Apparently, this and that is all they did. They were not around very long.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
Weird. This game's intro uses clips from the pilot. You know, the one where it kind of hits the story
Yeah.
beats from the movie's intro, but Jimmy's wearing like a different shirt and everybody looks like slightly off model. It's so weird. You'd think being a movie tie-in, they would use footage from, you know, the actual movie. Oh, they did. They used both? Yep. Weird. Okay. Oh man, that's a lazy title screen. Just the logo. That's it.
Yeah, I
Really?
know.
Like you couldn't even
Choosing a
animate
logo
it or
is very
anything?
boring.
Yeah, it's like slightly off-center too. And the music, like, is that even the Jimmy Neutron
Wait,
theme?
you're
I guess it
Canadian?
is, but it's like a weak-ass
Can you
version
show
of it. Hey, come on, man. Jimmy's got like the sickest bass riff ever. The second you hear that thing, it's like, dude, it's Jimmy freaking Neutron, you know? That riff alone is mad iconic. I don't know how the hell they're going to take that and turn it into this nothing-sounding elevator music. Like, come on. Oh, that's jarring. No opening cutscene, no menu. You just land right in Jimmy's lab. Oh, I guess Jimmy's lab is the menu? Well, sort of. You got your load and save over at the right. In here, we've got options. Over there, there's bonuses. And in here is the level selection. Well, wait, Retroland's the first level? Well, no, that can't be. Well, the movie starts with Jimmy making contact with aliens with the space probe. What about that? And what about the scene where Jimmy uses the shrink ray to sneak out? That would have been a really cool level. The whole house being gigantic, trying to platform over the big furniture. That would have been cool. Or hell, even before that. Or why not have a level where we get to explore Retroville on Jimmy's way to school, using his inventions to get around? Or what about a level trying to collect everything Jimmy needs to make those pearls and diamonds to butter up his mom? No, for some reason, the game skips all of that to Retroland, which, mind you, is 29 minutes into the film's runtime. Yeah, I checked. That's 35% of the movie the game immediately skips right out of the gate. It doesn't even try to summarize it or condense it with cutscenes or anything. No, it just opens right here in Retroland, standing in front of Nick, having this conversation. That is how the game opens up. No context whatsoever. If you weren't already familiar with the plot of the movie, you'd be totally lost here. Oh my god, these models are hideous. The faces don't even animate. Like, yeah, at all.
Yeah.
The mouths don't move. They don't even blink.
Oh.
Maybe that's how Neutron
Hola,
got his
Naomi.
genius.
¿Cómo estás?
Staring unending.
¿Todo bien? Yeah, I speak Spanish too, you know.
There's something truly terrifying about seeing the Brain Blast kid staring at you with his wide, gaping, unblinking eyes. God, maybe ignorance is bliss. So Nick decides out of nowhere that Jimmy has to collect 6 prizes for no reason, and that's what we spend the level doing.
Yeah, that
In the
actually
movie,
happened
Retroland
in
is just a
my
scene of
game
them
when I
all
was
having
playing
fun.
the-
So I guess having Jimmy wander around the park playing games and stuff is the way to go about it, but
In the
there's one
GameCube
thing that's
version.
just really not accurate to the movie. I'm not having fun. You just aimlessly walk around the park looking for prizes. I found this rocket ship to let you play a shoot 'em up game. I assumed you had to beat it to get one of the prizes, but no, it didn't give me anything other than a good job. Okay,
Yeah,
this
that's
mini
just
game
a mini
appears multiple
game, you
times
know.
throughout the game. If you ever see Jimmy's rocket in a stage, you can jump inside each one, getting harder and harder. I don't think you get anything from it though, so I didn't bother doing them all. They get way too hard.
Yeah, I actually. that
When
actually
I was a
happened to
student,
me.
I'd write long essays that I'd work on for days. But now,
Way too fast. Well, what else do we got here?
Todo
There's a
bien,
fortune
gracias.
telling machine, and it just tells jokes.
Todo
There's a
viendo
couple
video.
of things you can interact with here, but the only thing that gets you a prize is this batting carnival game. You don't even have to do anything. You literally just grab the bat and hit the ball in any direction, and the game does all the work for you. Once you get that thing, it's just a matter of completing these various platforming sections. Each one, I guess, being a ride in Retroland. I guess it's more like a level themed after the theme of the ride. But like, why would any of this be the theme park? It's all pretty boring. This one's just jumping across magic carpets. That's the whole thing. You just land on it, you wait for it to go all the way over, you jump, you land, and you wait for it. Like, that's the whole thing. The lava level's got a little bit more going on. on, but it's still just incredibly basic platforming on incredibly basic platforms. I mean, they only gave Jimmy 2 moves, jump and kick. That's it. There's barely anything here for movement options, just basic mindless jumping with absolutely no challenge at all. This part here doesn't even have any platforming. You just walk straight through this maze. It's hardly a maze, though. You're not going to get lost in this thing. It sure as hell made me sick to my stomach, though. Like, what am I looking at? You go in a clown's mouth, and it's just this endless stretch of clown flesh and clown teeth. Oh my god, why would any kid ever want to come in here? It's a damn nightmare. Oh yeah, and those rotating obstacles there. Yeah, that's right. They don't do anything. They don't hurt you at all. I don't even know why they're there. Oh my god, Carl, what do they do to you?
I kind of changed my mind. Why don't you go without me?
Wait, that's not what Carl sounds like. That is not Carl's voice actor. That's not his voice. Even weirder, the manual still credits Ralph Paulson for voicing Carl, even though in-game they credit Rolly Wingberg.
I almost wish the manual credited who made the manual, just so I could see who it was that messed that up.
Well, I guess to be fair, it is a pretty nice-looking manual.
Yeah.
Though you can tell that they kind of just use Sheen's T-pose for this picture right here. Like, listen, guys, I know I can't see the body, but you're not fooling me. I know a T-pose when I see one. A King Goobot down there, too. Well, I guess at least it's not as bad as KO the Kangaroos manual. They didn't even try to cover it up there. Anyway, once you get all the prizes, you get a cutscene where everyone shares their findings before Jimmy just brags that he was the only one who found some cool stuff. Oh my god, Sheen, what did Jimmy do to you? God, the animation never stops getting worse, huh? This next level you can beat in literally 5 minutes. I'm not even joking. It is so small. You got a tiny portion of Jimmy's lab, his backyard, and his house. That's it. I guess it's kind of cool exploring the environments you see in the movie and the show, but I don't know. There's just not much detail here at all. It feels so slapped together that it does not give you that feeling whatsoever, especially with how restrictive it is about where you can go. It would have been so cool to be able to explore Retroville, especially considering that, unlike every other Nickelodeon show at the time, Jimmy Neutron was a 3D show. It had a 3D environment that would have made so much sense for a game. But don't expect anything like that here. Why would you want that from a Jimmy Neutron game, silly? It's not like that's the only thing you could want from a Jimmy Neutron game. They don't even bother to get many of the details right either. Like this scene right here. Any Jimmy Neutron fan will tell you exactly what's wrong with this. I really hate how awkwardly they fumble from scene to scene. It's always just like a cutscene of them saying what they're going to do, and then we cut to them when they've already done it. Like, we don't see them leave. We don't see them land here. No, we just go from here to here with nothing but the level select screen to bridge the gap. The rest of the levels take you from the asteroid to the Okian Empire. These are definitely closer to playing an actual video game in the first 2 levels, but they're still painfully dull. You'll start bumping into enemies more often, but none of them really pose a threat because you can just get them in a stun lock if you mash the attack button, so you're never going to lose. There's a couple of different weapons you can pick up to help deal with enemies. There's the Shrink Ray. Yeah, you got to have the Shrink Ray. There's the Inflator Ray that makes enemies explode. And the Baseball Bat that pretty much kills everybody in one hit. But again, the combat is so easy already that getting one of these weapons doesn't really change much. Other than, I guess, viewing a different attacking animation. I guess the bat's kind of helpful sometimes because it does kill things in one hit, but man, what a waste. Oh, guys, we gotta rescue Cindy from the space urchins. Don't worry, Cindy, we'll take them on. Remember the part of the movie where Jimmy just kills a bunch of freaking aliens with his bare-ass hands, then he throws their corpses at a giant space worm that looks like it's from Taco Bell and it blows up into a million pieces? I'm really glad they put that part in. I don't know what the game would have been without it. Sometimes Jimmy can pick up and throw stuff, like these alien things for some reason, these power crystals. They're really hard to get out for some reason. Jimmy, these little bombs too, which I was so convinced I had to do something with, like a puzzle or something. I kept trying to throw them at this green pipe here, but nothing would happen. It turns out they just respawn infinitely in place just in case you want to throw one at a regular enemy and take them out that way. But again, the combat is so easy, there's never any reason to actually do that. Those energy crystals, you got to pick them up and throw them in this big reactor to get Cindy out of a cell at the end of this level. But like, that's not even what happens in the movie. Everybody's in this cell and they all break out together. But I guess here they figured it'd be easier to just make one person in the cell and then put that at the end of a generic stage instead. Oh man, what a wasted opportunity. Like, even if it didn't follow the movie exactly, breaking out of prison would have been so cool. It's a well-known fact that busting out of jail is like one of the most fun things you can do in a video game. So what if we collected something that made an invention to get us all out? That would have been sick. God, the fixed camera makes this part of the game so annoying. You can't control the camera the whole game, which isn't usually a problem since you just go straight most of the time. But here you got to go down this way. I had no way of knowing there was a path here. I just assumed it went off the cliff like the the rest of the area does. I was walking around in circles here for like 15 minutes. I was chucking around these guys thinking I had to do something with them, but no, they just use these enemies here for like no reason this time, while before they were there to be thrown at this guy. So naturally, I thought I had to throw them at something here too. It didn't seem like there was anything else to do. There's also a bunch of collectibles to get, these atoms here. Or no, neutron particles according to the game. No, dude, I'm pretty sure those are atoms. There's neutrons in atoms. Why are we calling it after like one part of it? Calling this a neutron particle would be like calling this burger a slice of cheese. That doesn't make any sense. Yeah, I know they called it neutron because it's Jimmy Neutron. I put too much thought into it. But like seriously, it's not a neutron. Oh, and they don't serve any purpose at all. Like, there's actually no point in collecting these. They unlock nothing. They just treat it like a high score. What's the point of that in a game like this? Wait, so you're telling me I was going around busting the shit out of every trash can at Retroland for no reason? Dude, I was going on a total rampage, absolutely decimating every single one of the whole park, and now some poor janitor's got to come clean it all up just because Jimmy needed his neutron particles that don't even do anything. You can also find Goddard lying around in some areas, and if you interact with him, he turns into one of two vehicles. You only really need the pogo stick like twice in the whole game, and other than that, Goddard doesn't really serve any purpose at all. Like, why do I need the pogo stick here? There's no platforming here. I mean, I guess you can use it to grab more neutron particles, but there's no point in getting those, so why would I? I guess the scooter's good for getting around faster, and it can also damage enemies if you run into them with it, but in most cases, it's just a good way to send Jimmy flying into something that'll kill him. Goddard also shows up for these slide levels, where he turns into a board and you ride him down a slope. They're not very difficult, but they sure do control like trash, and the weight feels way too heavy, and the steering is really sluggish. Sometimes I'd spam jump just to try and make it slightly easier to steer. The final level has the most thoughtless design, and you can tell that, like, instead of creating new obstacles that naturally blend into a challenging level, no, they just spam the existing obstacles a bunch of times. Yeah, like, oh, just chucking a bunch of Yoki and just, throwing a bunch of lasers, just put a bunch of, you can just walk right around all of it. This is not how you make a challenging level. The final two, and only two bosses, are of course with Pultra and King Goobot. Pultra is painfully easy. You just get her to peck at each of these turret things and the fight's pretty much over. Beating her is so underwhelming too. The animation has zero oomph to it. It's freaking Pikmin did this better. Check this out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like now there's an animation for beating a big bird. Beating a big bird? That sounded way better when I was writing this. King Goobot's a weird find. You got to throw these eggs, these turrets, and well, once I got those taken out, I just kept throwing eggs at them, and it wouldn't do anything. No, yeah, you're literally supposed to just go up to them, and yeah.
Okay.
After you beat his ass to a green pulp, we get this abridged version of the final scene, but they cut it down to just Jimmy's conversation with his parents. Oh my lord, this game's so unpolished. Well, it's the weak sound effect, the weak visual. Why is Jimmy still in the level dancing right after he warped away? Did he warp himself back to the level just to dance? I don't know, and I don't really care either. All I do know is this game is a steaming pile of garbage. It feels like barely any effort went into it at all. Probably nothing more than just a paycheck for a small team of developers. The models look like crusty potatoes. The animations are stiff and laughable. The level design is practically non-existent. Every obstacle is painfully rudimentary. They do a piss-poor job of recreating the movie's environments, and the game lacks any sense of whatsoever. They barely even cover the movie at all. Like, they kind of hit 3 of the plot points, but the rest is total filler. Well, I guess all that's left to show is the secret room. It's just got a model viewer and some bonus clips you can watch, like trailers for other Nickelodeon games and clips from the movie. There's one of Nick Cannon showing us the behind the scenes.
Here's a tip. When you're playing, make sure you talk to all of Jimmy's friends. They're going to show you how to bust up more Yokis. Get up, Jimmy!
Wow, Nick, you make this game look way better than it is. Thanks for lying to children. I don't know why anybody would ever want to use the model viewer, though. I think the less people look at these hideous things, the better. Well, that was a big pile of poop. Hopefully the PC version will be a little bit better. Nickelodeon used to make a lot of easy versions of their games, but weirdly enough, they would be like different games by totally different people, too.
That's true. Ugh. The add-on.
Introducing Speech Alert,
For me,
the most
stop
natural
playing.
sounding text-to-speech software on the market.
Is there a way to stop playing WarioWare? Well, if you wanted to play, if you wanted to stop playing WarioWare, you can actually choose another game. Personally, when I actually beat the level goal, I can actually select any game you like. You don't have to play the same game over and over again. That's gonna keep boring for everyone. Trust me, my little brother Alex actually played the same game over and over again. Sometimes, wait, what do you mean you can? How long you were playing WarioWare, Cole? Well, if that's actually hard for you, just turn off the game and go watch a movie or make the YouTube poop video. Yeah, sometimes it always works. Just give it a try, okay?
Hey, I'm Joey, and I'm one of the 30 AI voices from Speechlet. You listened to this video until now, and you probably couldn't tell I'm not a real human voice. That's because I understand exactly what each phrase is saying, and I know how to put inflections in my voice, just like a real human would do. Our linguistic engine will analyze the phrases, and I'll understand when I'm enumerating something, when I have to emphasize a word, or I need to take a deep breath. But you don't have to worry about any of these things. With Speechelo, you can generate as many voiceovers as you want with only 3 clicks. Yes, you heard me right. Only 3 clicks. Click number 1. Just paste the text you want to be transformed into speech in our online text editor. Click number 2. Choose the language and voice that you want to use. We offer male, female, and even kids' voices. And finally, click number 3. Click on generate, and in 5 seconds your voiceover is ready to be downloaded. How cool is that? And you didn't have to pay a single cent, and didn't have to wait a week to receive your voiceover. We offer voices that are perfect for training videos, voices that are perfect for presentation videos, and voices that sound like Hollywood movie trailers, and even kid voices that sound joyful and innocent. All our voices have elements.
Well, for Bikini Bottom, for example, the platformer, everyone knows this one. But no, on PC, it's not a platformer. It's like a weird mini-game collection. The same title, same box art, and everything, but
I hope you
completely
enjoyed
different
that,
game.
Cole.
Kind of misleading, don't you think? Well, let's get this guy installed, I guess. I wonder how different this one's going to be. Oh, this one actually starts with a cutscene. The Yokians are looking for Jimmy Neutron, but not because they want to abduct everyone's parents, but because they think he's the source of a rebel signal.
Have you located the rebel base yet? We believe we heard some
What is
noises
this,
we think
Star
are coming
Wars?
from the human boy named Jimmy Neutron. That must be the
Nonsense and it doesn't have the uncanniness the PS2 models did, at least. I really like this little cat guy.
Sorry about
This
that,
model is so
everyone.
dope.
Just
Wait.
checking.
Oh no, at least the PS2 version didn't have tank controls. Oh god, you can't use a gamepad either. It's keyboard only. You'll have to use the arrow keys to steer Jimmy around like a car. Now, unlike the PS2 version,
Sorry
which was a
about that.
linear platformer, this one's more like an open world collectathon. You'll explore Retroville as freely as you want, looking around for items, talking to NPCs, meeting simple objectives, and unlocking new inventions that'll let Jimmy progress further into the game. No, you actually have the shrink ray this time, and it's not a temporary power-up either. No,
How
it's
many
like Jimmy's
upgrades
weapon
are
of
in
choice. The way it should be, man. Yeah, like any enemies come at you, you shrink them down, and they're not going to hurt you no more. Yeah, buddy. It ain't Jimmy Neutron unless I got that shrink ray. The gadget you'll use the most, though, is definitely the jetpack. Jimmy can use this thing to temporarily take flight and get up to rooftops and higher areas and stuff. There is some like weird physics to it, though. You kind of got to let it boost you upward and then carry that momentum forward. It is kind of clunky being an old computer game and everything, but thankfully it's not too difficult to get the hang of it. Oh, the jumping is so weird. Jimmy like leans into it when you press press left and right. I know it's because of the way the jetpack is programmed, but it's really weird that he still does
Also,
that.
I almost forgot.
It does
Cole,
look pretty funny though.
if
They
you
get
ever
way
want
better
to
just
join,
having Goddard here. And now
join
you can
in,
morph him into a speeder
I
whenever you want, which you'll use to
leave you
simply get
this-
around faster.
yeah,
But the
just in
thing
case
is,
it,
that actually
you
makes
wanna see
sense
join
this time. It's an open world game. Before you would just ride
Anyway,
around a
let's
small
continue.
portion of a linear stage. It was pointless. But now I find myself using Goddard all the time. He's so useful for just getting around town. A lot of the inventions are pretty good with that, actually. Instead of being meaningless power-ups, they now usually affect your character's movement. Like the bubble. They get the bubble in here. Remember that POV shot from the movie where Jimmy's zipping through the neighborhood? Well, it is really clunky to control, but for the time, this actually does a pretty solid job of recreating that feeling. Flying up to the rooftops just to get a look around is also a really fun time. But like, dude, I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of geeking out here. Yeah, it's got butt graphics and clunky tank controls. Doesn't control well. It doesn't really look that good, but I'm actually exploring Retroville, so who cares? I can go downtown to the school and Jimmy's lab, even Jimmy's house. I don't know why aliens are invading its TV. That's kind of creepy. And you can even go to Area 51, you know, like from the opening of the movie.
They actually
I love having this
actually
big
went
desert
there
area
and
to explore.
kidnapped the
It's a really big
parents.
fit for flying around in the rocket. Yo, buddy, let's go to Retroland. Oh, you can ride the rides and everything by collecting tickets and stuff. It doesn't really serve any purpose at all, but that's still a wicked cool detail. You can even play these carnival games to get more tickets. They're all kind of super duper broken, but I feel like that's what adds to the charm. Oh my god, that is a lot of collectibles. Most of these you find simply scattered around town at random
Flowers.
locations,
What do you
and
need
you'll get
flowers
points for
for?
returning them to the respective locations. For example, bringing flowers home to your mom's flower pots,
Oh.
putting candy in candy jars, giving food to Goddard, shrinking down these mutant fish and putting them back in their bowls. The list goes on.
Candy bar.
No, Jimmy, not candy bar, it's candy in the jar. None of these items serve any purpose at all, outside of getting a high score, I mean. But again, I think that's pretty pointless in a game like this. But I do at least think it is kind of interesting having that score at the end be reflective of how much time you've spent exploring Retroville. Okay, well, sorta. It really just boils down to how many red neutrons you collected. Okay, I'm really starting to wish I didn't get so many. Well, at least collecting neutrons isn't totally pointless this time, and now they refuel your health and your gadgets. If you run out of energy, you'll have to grab some more. That's so much better. Now I actually have incentive to get these things. Some of these inventions are so jank, though. The invisibility cloak, for example, it's a total joke. Some areas have you sneaking past the Yokians, but when you get caught, they just slowly float towards you and barely do any damage.
Intruder alert! Intruder.
But if you equip the cloak, they just instantly forget you even existed and go back to their patrol paths. It's kind of hilarious. You also get to do all of this in the game's final mission.
But I have a feeling this will be the toughest area yet.
This is the easiest area yet. It's really just a matter of turning on whether or not they know you're there. It's programmed so painfully basic, but even that aside, it's so easy just to walk right past everybody. They go so slow and they hardly give chase at all. But the best jank invention is the grappling hook. I could barely get this thing to work as intended. I would just whip all over the place and get stuck in a wall half the time. The handful of times you have to use this thing, it's not too hard to get working, thankfully, so it never becomes a problem. No, it's just something stupid that's fun to play with. Screwing around with this thing was a ton of fun. This game is adorably broken, dude. Like, one time I got pushed upward just because an NPC, like, kind of walked in my direction, and I got stuck floating above the door. I can't move. I'm stuck. I eventually got loose after, like, 2 solid minutes of struggling, but man, I was so worried I just soft-locked the game.
I swear, every video game falling animation back then.
What is up with the game's ending? I mean, they literally do the congratulations thing from Evangelion.
All right, Jimmy. Way to go, Jimmy.
Good job, Jimmy boy. Good job, Jimmy boy.
Oh my god, they use both takes for you. You're supposed to pick one! Like the PS2 version, this game is painfully easy. The enemy AI is horrible, and the objectives are all really easy to meet, but man, I'd be lying if I said I didn't have a great time exploring Retroville, even if it was pretty broken. This is exactly what I'd want from a Jimmy Neutron game after all, and seeing them take the time to fill it up with references to the world in the movie gave me a lot to get excited about. Let me put it this way, if the PS2 version is this unfinished, boring platformer that was slapped together and is not worth playing at all, then the PC version is this charming, broken sandbox of jankiness. It is that world you know and love for the movie, except it's flimsily held together with Scotch tape. And there's something about it that is just so hard not to love. there'd be many Neutron games to come, but when the series was hot and new, this is all people really had. I pity the people that grew up with this version, but hey, I'm willing to bet a lot of people do have fond memories of this PC version. It's not well made at all. In fact, it's completely broken, but I had such a wonderful time laughing at all this game's stupid quirks and enjoying all the references to the film. Well, you take that one and throw it right in the garbage. But if you're a big fan of Jimmy Neutron and you sometimes like playing older, jankier stuff, no, I would totally recommend the PC version. It's really fun and it's charming as hell. It's a cute little piece of history for sure. But the series goes on. They would make 3 more Jimmy Neutron games, the next of which wasn't even like based on the movie or show or anything. No, it was like this weird original thing. Jimmy Neutron versus Jimmy Negatron. PC only, no console version this time. But yeah, I'm very much looking forward to seeing what the hell this thing's all about. And I guess we'll do that next time. See you guys then. More Jimmy Neutron.
Well, I think we're gonna end this stream for now. Although it would have been nice if I actually did a live stream when I was reacting to the Nintendo Direct yesterday, but I can't. Can't because the time was actually at 6 o'clock. So anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you liked this video. Leave a comment and like down below. This is Joshua78610, and with me is Homer R and Mr. Plushy Man. Although they've been silent the whole entire time. Signing off and stay cool, everyone.